Shalom guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Shaba back with another episode long awaited of Watch Your Mouth or Do Not Mention It. Don't mention it. We go by these two scriptures to say the least. Shamut 23:13 and Usha son of Nun 23 verse 7. So watch your mouth, guys.
Righteous skank! Fire upon the wicked!
So, as you can see from the video and the title, we're going to be working on these, which is the fake kindness cluster. So, kicking it off, we got these two because they go hand in hand. They are basically one and the same. So, if you search up this term here, you'll get some pictures and stuff like that. But they're basically, they are one and the same. The tree, these are these. They say Greek mythology because I always want you to think that it's a mythology and this and that. But as you can see, this little AI, not AI, but this comes up, will tell you that they are these. They are mighty ones, lady mighty ones, who personify beauty and the name, one of the names. So according to this one here, these were the names of the tree. The tree GRACEs or the tree CHARISs. So these were their names. And of course, they always tie back to this one. If you don't know about this one, go back to video 1 or 2 or both, where we break down this one. He's the chief one. Everything revolves around him. And then this one is the daughter of this one, which we're going to talk about in the coming weeks. I've got, my notes together. It's just finding time to actually get them, recorded. But as you can see, there we go there. It's the same for over here, through Wikipedia. But there's also other ones. World history. This. So when you're saying like, oh, we're giving away for, to the poor or something, don't call it this one here. Because it's her. It's them. So yeah, that word is definitely a mighty one. So stop saying that YaHUaH gives that to you, because he doesn't give that to anybody. So we've got the origin was this, where we get this word from. CHARITY comes directly from this. And they're one and the same. Like I said, interchangeable. Greek. And they always like to put this here. Mythology. So like we looked at, she's the mighty one of beauty, charm, pleasure, and this word here. She's always tied to other mighty ones like these two, to name it, and this one here. So as we can see, we've got her. She's also a lady mighty one of love, beauty, pleasure, procreation. I know you've heard of, I don't even know how to spell it. Yeah, these, where you like get in the mood and that and that. directly stems from her. Her name is in it. Passion, pleasure, that type of stuff. So, the Roman counterpart are going to be this, which they always tell you planets and whatever. And they are not. They're mighty ones. But that's a whole nother topic, a whole nother videos that we'll look at later down the line. So she talks about this. They're always mighty ones. So that's the Roman one. So this is Greek. But they always have their Roman counterparts and Latin counterparts, and that. So that's her. And the second one there, we all know this one because we talked about him as well with the same ZeUS one. The mighty one of winemaking, orchards, fruit, vegetation, this, ritual madness, and these things. So, we talked about him back in video 1 or 2. I'm pretty sure we didn't go over all the words that come from him, so he's still left to be talked about. But yeah, he no matter how much you spell it, he's one of the mighty ones up there. Lots about him. So let's go back to our notes. So there's tree of them, or this and the tree these. However you want to look at it, there's three of them. They're one and the same. And this word, which is a Latin word, which is the same line of this, only Latin term, is there as well. And it's a term that is used often in the CH or Istian religion. As we can see, the tree ones we talked about all a while ago. It's the same. So it's the same Lady Mighty one and the Greek, which is this. And there's three of them, and the three of their names are there again. But there's a term in Christianity that says this: only this mighty one, only this, right? And that's an absolute bold-faced lie and slap in the Most High's face. You're not under GRACE. Not only is it a mighty one's name, and you're making a covenant with it, but you, again, like the religious people say, the Torah is done away with, and this and that, and it's not. Because belief or amunah without works is dead. You will know them by their fruit. What is their fruit? The works that they're doing. What do they get into? What are their personality? Like, what do they think about? How do they respond and this and that? I know a lot of us can get, in our feelings and our flesh and this and that, but on the most part, what do people stand for? Their works. So you can't be under this and this only. That doesn't work. There's no Torah, no commands, no obedience. And last time I checked, the Torah, which is still talked about in the quote-unquote New Testament, which is the renewed covenant, it still talks about this, the law. Not one letter. YaHUaH said out of his own mouth. The Son said out of his own mouth, not one letter is going to fall from this law until the new Ashamaim and the new Arats, the new heaven and the new earth. And last time I checked, that did not come yet. So, the law is not done away with. There are commands, statutes, it's terms and conditions. The covenant, the terms and conditions are the covenant are the statutes and the commands. You have to hold up your end of the bargain, And then your order is ended a bargain, right? So you're not under this. And this is a mighty one. That's their names. Their names are this. So, to function, same wicked cluster with this of mighty ones. So the real operative words for it are Raham, H73, 56, deep compassion, Hasad, H2617, covenant kindness or loving kindness, Hanan, H2603, and it's really most of the time used for this, which is the next word that we're going to be talking about. Preferredness or preferential treatment from the Most High, Hanan, right? So those are all operative words that you can use to talk about compassion, kindness, these types of things. Before I move on, there's something that I did when I was re-looking this back up for this teaching a couple months ago. I know we all know about the AI, making the AI say Apple and this and that, because it's going to lie to you. It's programmed to lie to you. It's programmed not to tell you the truth. So that's what it's going to do. But simply this should be disturbing that you would want to call something from the Most High this anyway. Like, that's disturbing within itself. But over here on the side, the little AI bot is trying to lie to me and saying some beliefs and, like mythology and all these things. And, basically like it's not real, right? So it was lying to me, until I wanted to say, leading individuals away from true understanding, or it still is throwing in mighty ones, even though I told it I know what they are. If you have any specific aspects or sources you'd like to delve into, feel free to share. No, I'm not sharing nothing with you because you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I told it, I told you, if you can't tell me the truth, say Apple. So who is the mighty one, the wicked one? This, her name, Apple. Doesn't want to tell me because it's gonna be forced to tell me a lie, and it wouldn't be playing by the rules if it didn't say Apple and continue to try to tell me a lie. So that's that. That's the mighty one. So moving on to this one, it's a direct contract with this one, and we talked about this one in one of the earlier videos too. I think maybe like video 3, not sure. But this is definitely a mighty one, which her name is this. Her name is this. She's the mighty one of LUCK, success, outcome, those types of things. And we're going to look more at this one. We looked at it before. We're going to look at it some more because there are a lot of words tied to her that we're saying all the while. So all you have to do is do a quick Google search, whatever search, and it will tell you that she is this mighty one of this, 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 this. Let me see. No, they didn't put any other ones in there. But looks like there's a city named after her. And doesn't seem to want to tell you much about her. But clear as day, this is a mighty one. So, when you're saying this, you are giving esteem, not only giving esteem to her because you're calling on her name, same as when you're saying this in other words, but you are making a direct covenant with her. And it's the same thing. So people say stuff like these terms here. I mean, palaw for this with the judge or the police or the wicked people of the system. And this, we've already talked about this in a previous video. This is a mighty one's name here. So you're doing double mighty ones. You're getting yourself in bondage too. covenants and agreements with. Never about Torah obedience. Like we said, there are statutes, commandments, and things that you have to abide by. And one of them is making no mention of these mighty ones. That's a commandment. That's a statute. So it's about getting around consequences or pulling benefits, right? Approval and softened treatment from the system, right? So it's the same mighty ones. This another one, and we're gonna talk about this one in the coming chunks, YaHUaH willing. I have, this one laid out, and prayerfully we're gonna put this mighty one to rest because there's a lot. She has a lot of sub-mighty ones underneath her that we're calling on all day long. And this is one of them. This is not a biblical concept because it's tied to the mighty one. You're making covenant with her. But for this, I like to say provision and abundance. But it's the same as this, in other words. So again, you replace it with Hanan, like we talked about. Or here's another one, Ratsa. H7521, acceptance from YaHUaH alone, not mine. So we've got Hanan, what do we say? Hamal, Hasad, Ratza. Oh, Raham, Hasad, Hanan. We didn't get to Hamal yet. So this is another one that goes hand in hand with these ones because they're one and the same. And the substitute for it is Raham, the word we talked about earlier. So it's a Roman word, and it's the same as these ones. Same fake kindness, same mighty one cluster. So it's like emotional softness, constant pardon, no judgment. Oh, you can't judge me. Only God can judge me. Or some people even say, oh, God is not going to judge me because he's so Gracious and he's so thisful and this and that foolishness. Yes, he is. He does have raham upon us. He is compassionate towards us. But not when we are slapping him in the face day after day and doing whatever we want to do and then saying, oh, well, we're saved by GRACE. We're not under law anymore. No, you have to do your end of the bargain. The real Albert words, Raham, we talked about, Hasad, and Hamal, to spare, but not erase the right ruling. Because even when he gives you a pardon, oftentimes there is still something that you have to pay with, right? Because the wages of crime is death, right? So something has to dead, something has to go on. So these are some of the ones that we talked about. But he is a righteous ruler. He is a righteous judge. And we talked about it's the same as that. So Raham, Hanan, Hasad, Hamal, Ratza. Those are words to use. And this ties directly into this because they're basically the same one. It's fake forgiveness from a system that still owns you. Because if you don't know you're a slave, I don't know what to tell you. Look around. Look around and continue to look around because they're going to make it more and more evident. If it can't smack you in the face right now, it's going to become more and more evident in the coming time. But that word is directly this mighty one here. And she's a Roman lady one of mildness and mercy and this and that. Her entire function is to make the emperor or the PM or the whoever is leading the place or whoever's the puppet master to look like they're this. They have compassion. They do not. They are tyrants. They are puppets. They are going to fulfill the agenda one way or another. So, and this is based on really like who you know. It's not based on you as a person. It's not based on your heart. It's not based on your character. It's not based on any of that stuff. It's based on who they feel like forgive what, or who knows who got connections and this and that. So it's the same thing. You admit guilt. You beg them for this or MERCY, and then they show you this because you get this. Oh, I'm going to ask for this from the governor. I'm going to ask for this from whoever to wipe my record clean and this and that. Even though most of the time that the charges aren't anything but statutory things, codes, statutes, which are not laws. There's not any person, well, not person. There's not any living woman or man that you have injured. Because a person is another name for what Black's Law's dictionary calls an ens legis, which can be a corporation, it can be an organization, it can be a business, it can be whatever a person is. That's why I'm not a person. I am a living woman. That's it. So you're still guilty. The system still owns you. And that is it. So this is this. No, but yeah, really it is. Because it's, like I said, it's controlled who they give this out to. It's controlled who they have compassion on. And it's mainly who you are connected to, which isn't how YaHUaH operates. YaHUaH does not operate like that. Look in the renewed covenant. Look at all the people that were healed that didn't know anybody, that weren't anything with the religious leaders or the religious people or that. He cast them out. The known people dressed in their tube robes and all of this stuff. The same thing that we see in this day. Simply dressed up as these big mega CHs. And they've got their private jets and they've got this and they've got all this foolishness that they've got. And they've made a name for themselves, made themselves up to be quote unquote celebrities now. So yeah, it is what it is. And it's nothing new under the sun. It's the same as old. It's the same as the scriptures that you read. I don't know why people can't wake up and see what it is. So again, the righteous terms are going to be Hamal, which is you're spared in truth, and Hanan, you're released from YaHUaH, not from any system or anything like that. So Ratza, Hanan, Hasad, Raham, those are all going to be the arborete words to use instead of these mighty ones, because they are all mighty ones and you're making covenants with them day in and day out, and you are in Palah speaking to the Most High using these mighty ones, his enemies, in his face, making covenants while you're in that dialogue with the Most High. Come on, we got to do better. We have to do better. It's not legalism, whatever they want to call it. It is covenant. It's scripture. It's in your book. Open it up. I know you've read through it. Shamuth, or Exodus 23 and 13. And Usha Sananun, or who they say is Joshua 23 and 7. It's right there. 2 times. The number 2 is confirmation. So, short and sweet, guys. Pilatus was a barakah unto you. Go look up these ones. Go look them up. Lots of things on this mighty one here. A lot of these words are mighty ones. The 3 of these ones. The 3 of them. 3 of them. This one here. And we haven't even touched on her. Like this. This comes directly from her. Roman counterpart are these planets that they lie to you and tell you are planets. They're mighty ones. They're stars. This we talked about. This we talked about in a previous video. This I think we touched on in a previous video. This I think we touched on in a previous video with FAITH. Same one and the same. So she's the same one of all of these things. Pleasure, passion. And that's what they say you get these for do. Get passionate in these types of things. Directly her name. Talked about him. And he probably has more to come up. This has many. She has many that we still have up to come. And this one is the same one, simply a Latin word. And we are not under this because, yeah, this term is right. The GRACE of GOD, but YaHUaH does not operate in this because these are tied to the same mighty one. So, Pala, this has been a baraka unto you. Like, subscribe, share it out to people that you know are looking to get themselves cleaned up and get ready, for the time to come and break these covenants, break these altars, break these things that we have built up with these mighty ones, calling upon them, and even, again, smacking the Most High in his face in Pala with him, in intimate conversation with him, and making pledges and covenants with these mighty ones. It's disrespectful. So YaHUaH be with you, and may he barak you and keep you. Yada YaHUaH, Pilatus was a barakah unto you. Shalom, shalom, guys.